for some reason, could not stop that run. And we've been seeing this time and time again with other teams, right? And when we go up against the 49ers, this cannot be an issue. Listen to me. This cannot be an issue because the 49ers, they are not no scrub when it comes. What is going on, Ravens flock? My name is Drastic and I want to welcome you guys back to another video on our YouTube channel, Flocking Ravens. And on today's video, we are going to be talking about the game versus the Jaguars, the game that clinched us into that playoffs. Yo, the Ravens are officially in the playoffs and possibly gonna get that #1 seed. It's still pending, but I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I feel that the Ravens have a very strong chance of getting that #1 seed. I do, because let's be honest, the Chiefs, they are not the same Chiefs that we've seen for the past 5 years. They're not. As much as you guys want to say, yo, but it's Patrick Mahomes, yes, that's 1000% true. But Patrick Mahomes is a quarterback, and there's only so much a quarterback can do. And we know this from personal experience because look what we've been through with Lamar. For the past 5 years, there is only so much Lamar could do for us. But at the end of the day, we need help from the receivers. We need help from the running backs. We need help from the guard. We need help from the left tackle, from the right tackle. We need help from the play callers, bro. From Greg Roman, our offense coordinators, from John Harbaugh. We need help from everybody. Lamar Jackson could not do everything on his own. He tried. And he put us in great position to at least make the playoffs, to have a chance to make it to the playoffs before he went out due to an injury. And what more can you ask out of him? What more can you ask out of him, right? So Patrick Mahomes is currently in the same shoes that Lamar Jackson has been for the past 5 years. His whole career, his whole NFL career pretty much. And he's not doing a horrible job, but the pressure is definitely on him. And it's showing that they're not handling that pressure like we're used to seeing them. Like in today's game, when you see the Chiefs down by 1 score, 2 minutes left, you're not as comfortable in them making that comeback as you would be 2 years ago, 3 years ago. You're not. You actually have to sit there and watch like they might actually lose this game, because it's not the same team. Now, this is not a shot at Patrick Mahomes at all. Because, look, it doesn't matter if Patrick Mahomes gets his weapons or not. He can still get amazing stats year in, year out, every single year. But when you talk about the Chiefs as a whole, they're not the same unless they go ahead and, you know what? No, we do need to bring in more weapons. We need to get in receivers, this, that, and the third. Then we're going to see, once again, the Chiefs go back to their old self, right? But this just shows you that even Patrick Mahomes cannot do this, all right? Because a lot of people were saying, yo, but look, Patrick Mahomes won the Super Bowl with Juju and this, that, and the third when Tyreek left. Yes, but he still had some good weapons. He had some solid weapons. Lamar, bro, we've been dealing with Dez Bryant. We've been dealing with Deshaun Jackson. Like, come on now. So that's the thing with the Chiefs. I don't believe that the Chiefs are going to win out their games going forward. I don't. They're going to have some hiccups every now and then, even though there's only 3 games left. Out of those 3, I have the Chiefs losing at least one of them. I don't even know who they're playing. They could literally play the Patriots. I don't care. I do not have the Chiefs winning all their games going forward. All right. Now, the Dolphins. The Dolphins, they're the only team right now in the AFC that has me kind of like, if we don't get that #1 seed, it's going to go to the Dolphins. Because the Dolphins, that running game, it's just coming together. It's coming together. And the receiving core, that's always been there. Well, not always. The moment Tyreek came in, that receiving core has always been solid, right? And the running game, their running game has not really came together like they did, like they have been currently. Right now, when you watch a game, a Miami game, you could really see that running game really picking up that momentum throughout the entire game. It's not just for one quarter, 2 quarters, or the last quarter. No, the entire game. So when you have a solid receiving core plus you add a good running game, it's hard to win. I mean, it's hard to lose. It's very hard to lose. So I have the Dolphins. If anything, I have them taking the number 1 seed. But I feel that because we lost, the way we lost to the Dolphins, well, I think we lost twice against them. I believe last year and the year before that, we lost to the Dolphins, if I'm not mistaken. But even if we only lost one, it was the way we lost to the Dolphins that I feel that the Ravens, they just took that loss personal, and I just don't see how the Ravens allowed that to happen yet again. Especially with our defense. Our defense, because of what they allowed in that fourth quarter when we had that big ass lead, bro, they are like, yeah, not scoring anything but 3 points. That's what I feel. As solid and dominant as these Dolphins are playing, I just don't feel like they're going to blow us out or it's going to be a close game. I don't. Because I feel that the defense, our defense is not going to allow them to put up any points, right? So that's what I got with the Dolphins. Now, the Jaguars, bro, we don't even know if they're going to win their division. All right. So I'm not even worried about that side, right? So there's a very big chance that the Ravens get the number 1 seed. I'm 90% confident that we get that number 1 seed, right? That 10% only goes to the Dolphins, Miami Dolphins. That's it. And by the way, my daughter is a Dolphins fan, so I wouldn't be too mad about it if the Dolphins get that number 1 seed. But anyways, I just feel like the Ravens will get it. And if we do get that number 1 seed, I feel that this year will be different than the 2019 year. Because the Ravens, I mean, just what they've been through for the past 5 years. Like players who have been here for the past 5 years. Let's take a look. All right, we got Lamar Jackson. Unfortunately, Mark Andrews went down, right? Justice Hill. Players like, let's see on the defense, Marlon Humphrey. These players that roller coaster that they've been through in the past 5 years with Lamar Jackson under quarterback, I just don't see how they allow us to have such a big momentum going, and then we get to the playoffs and everything just falls apart. I don't see it happening again. I do not see it happening again. As long as number 8 is healthy, we're winning. We're winning all the way through, and we're going to make that Super Bowl. And for any Steelers fan that's talking smack, because I've been on social media these days, and yo, these Steelers fans are talking very spicy, and I don't even know why. Like, bro, what are y'all talking? Like, look at your record. How can you guys even feel like you guys have a seat in the table right now? You got the Bengals above you. The Bengals are ahead of y'all. Like, that alone should tell you everything you need to know about your team, your season, your quarterback, bro. Sorry. Now, and the Bengals fans, bro, I don't want to hear the whole, oh, but we're injured. Oh, but y'all only win. Stop it. Y'all didn't accept it when we said it. So don't use the same excuse and expect us to accept and be like, yeah, you're right. Nah, y'all don't get a pass. We didn't get a pass. Y'all don't get a pass. Not only that, don't act like your quarterback didn't play us, week 2? I don't want to hear, oh, but he was injured. I don't want to hear that. Your quarterback played a whole game and he lost at home. At home. So, Bengals fans, y'all can't say anything, bro. The only team that maybe could say anything is the Browns. But only reason y'all really that good right now is because y'all have an Ravens quarterback on your team. If it wasn't for that quarterback, y'all wouldn't be this scary right now. All right, your defense is solid. I give y'all that, but it starts and ends right there. It starts and ends at your defense. But once Flacco got in there, now your team is making a turnaround, and that's thanks to us. At the end of the day, that's thanks to us. Now, Flock, I really want to know what y'all think is going to happen if we have to face these Browns in the playoffs. Yo, do y'all think playoff Flacco shows up? Like, let me know down in the comments what you guys think about this. Do you guys think playoff Flacco shows up and takes care of business versus the Ravens? I don't think so. I don't think, because it's going to be a very, very interesting game if it comes down to this, right? So let me know what you guys think. If it comes down to Ravens versus the Browns, what do you guys think is going to be the outcome? Do the Ravens take care of business, or do we walk into a trap game? Yo, let's talk about this game real quick. So this game versus the Jags was a very great game, but there was way too many mistakes. Why do I say this was a great game? Because at the end of the day, no matter what was thrown at us, we were able to leave that building with a win. All right. What do I mean by that? In the beginning of the game, the first quarter, and I believe even the second quarter, the Ravens were we were putting up points, but we were struggling to get up the field. We were struggling. And that is something that that's what I'm saying. You have to learn to adjust. And I feel like the Ravens did adjust a lot coming out of the second half. So that's something that is a positive out of this game. Now, in the first half, I feel like we needed to adjust a lot faster. Like, why did we wait all the way to the second half? If something's not working, yo, you gotta adjust a lot faster. You're playing the game live. So I don't know. I feel like a lot of times Harbaugh waits way too long to adjust his game plan. So another thing that I want to talk about is this defense going up against that run. This defense, for some reason, could not stop that run. And we've been seeing this time and time again with other teams, right? And when we go up against the 49ers, this cannot be an issue. Listen to me. This cannot be an issue because the 49ers, they are not no scrub when it comes to the run game. They have one of the best, some would say, I personally think the best running back in the NFL. All right? So there is no room for mistakes. There is no room to give them any break because they will take full advantage. Yo, I'm not talking about, they're going to get 10 extra yards, 5 extra yards. No. If you leave that man any small little window, room, whatever, that man is going to take it to the house. All right? He's going to take it to the house. We cannot afford that. All right. So this defense has to step it up when it comes to stopping the run. And I'm really shocked at the production from Jadeveon Clowney. Now, what I'm about to say is not me taking a shot at him. I don't want anyone to tell me in the comments, but he's playing good. Tell me the stats, whatever. No, this man has been playing lights out. I'm not saying that. But when it comes to the run, to stopping the run, I really expected Jadeveon Clowney to give us more production than what we're seeing right now. Because, he has his moments because every now and then Jadeveon Clowney is going to make a big play by stopping the run or whatever. And that alone tells you he's not a scrub. But when you think of Jadeveon Clowney, when you go back to the day that the Ravens brought in Jadeveon Clowney, everyone, including myself, said, this is why you pay a guy like Jadeveon Clowney to come play for the Ravens. Because what this man does best is stopping the run. That's his thing. Nobody expected him to come to Baltimore and help put pressure on the quarterback. Nobody. Right? And we're seeing him actually excel more in bringing pressure to the quarterback than him actually. I'm not saying he's never helped stop the run, or he's not stopping the run, or he can't stop the run. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is we're not seeing that production that we were expecting from him when it came to stopping the run. He does it every now and then. He has his flashes, but I was kind of hoping for a more consistency, right? When it came to that, especially when it comes to playing a team like the Dolphins or the 49ers. That's when I want to see that Jadeveon Clowney that we expected when we signed him. Now, I'm not going to argue, because I like when he pressures the quarterback or he sacks or whatever. I like that too. But when it comes to these games, bro, I need your A game, because especially when you're seeing the defense is struggling against the run, bro, whatever they're telling you to do, erase all that. Stop the run. Go back to what you know how to do best. Go back to that. And just, that's something that I would like Jadeveon Clowney to work on, because I know he can definitely help when it comes to stopping the run. But anyways, let's move on. Kyle Hamilton. I was one of those fans that was saying, bro, sit him down. I need this man in the playoffs, right? And I don't know what's his status when it comes to that injury. Obviously, he looked like a dog out there. He looked like he's 1,000% goods. But we got to be careful. We have to be careful, because this year, we cannot afford. After Kean Mitchell, and we're going to talk about that too, we cannot afford any more injuries. The tight end, that sucked. Mark Andrews gone, that sucked. Now we're down to Isaiah Likely. Okay? After Isaiah Likely, I'm not 1,000%. I'm not 100% confident in Charlie Kolar. I'm not. So if something were to happen to Isaiah, which after he made that big catch, I thought he was injured, and I was like, no. Because I don't know if y'all saw it, but after that amazing catch that he made in between two defenders, he was like holding on to his wrist or his hand or something like that, and he was calling the trainers. So I was like, I think he got hurt. Something, it don't look right. And they didn't show the replay of, they showed, but I didn't really see a good angle on it. And they didn't really talk about it. So I hope it was nothing. But if something did happen, bro, we got to really consider. I understand the 49ers is a hard team to go up against, and you want to put your best players out there. But look at it this way. Sometimes when your player is injured and they're not able to play to their 100% self, they hurt the team more than they help. Look at Ronnie Stanley, all right? I'm sorry. I know, including myself, to a certain point, I was like, I don't know what y'all talking about. Ronnie Stanley has proven he could play at this tier, whatever. Just give him a chance to heal up, whatever, and he's going to get there back to his old self. But in the process of him getting back to his old self, where he's not 100% yet, he's been hurting the team. Every now and then, he has these great blocks and whatever, right? He plays like an all-pro, like some of y'all want to say. But we're seeing more of the negative side of Ronnie Stanley, because he's getting beat. He's getting beat, and it's dangerous. Let's be honest. If Ronnie Stanley gets beat, it's dangerous, because these defenders, these pass rushers, they're not going after just, I'm going to beat the left tackle and I'm going to sack the quarterback gently. No. When it comes to Lamar Jackson, they come at him with full force, because they know they can get away with it. They know they're not going up against Joe Burrow, Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, all those quarterbacks that constantly get flags. No, they know when it comes to Lamar Jackson, it's everyone for themselves. It's free for all. Like they know, like there is no limits. All right, and that's why this makes that much more dangerous. You have to be at your best. If he's constantly getting beat, I'd rather see Falele out there to replace him and maybe have somebody help Falele just in case. But we cannot afford to see Ronnie Stanley with that brace on his knee and whatever. Like he's so hurt that as soon as contact initiates, as soon as the play starts, he backs up like 10 steps, like so fast. And I don't know what game it was, but he almost stepped on Lamar's ankle. And that was the throw that Lamar made where everybody was praising him because he like jumped or something, or he was on one foot and he threw the touchdown. But nobody really noticed that he did that because Ronnie Stanley almost landed on his ankle. So he's like not really considerate of his surroundings. He's more concerned of his knee. Like I need space and whatever. And you can't be like that when you have a team that depends heavy on the quarterback. Heavy. All right. So this team depends heavy on the quarterback. It's not like I'm sorry, but the Bengals, y'all seeing it firsthand. You don't need Joe Burrow to win games. You don't. That team is stacked with weapons. You could get literally any quarterback off the couch and make him look like an MVP out there. So with Ronnie Stanley, we have to, after this season, I feel like the Ravens have to make a decision. They have to make a decision with this. Because I understand some of y'all are like, yo, I mean, look how much money we're going to have to eat up and whatever, blah, blah, blah. But what are we really doing? What are we really doing? This man literally has one game that he returns. That same game, he gets injured. He's out for like 3 weeks, 2 weeks, or whatever. Comes back, injured again. And at one point, I was like, bro, like you're playing so bad. You don't deserve any more rest days. And I don't know if that was his call or the coaching staff, but you haven't really seen him taking those Fridays off. You haven't. So that's just because I don't feel that he deserves those Fridays off. Like he needs to be there every single day because he is not playing like the 2019 Ronnie Stanley. He's not. So for all that reason, I feel like we have to make a decision on Ronnie Stanley. As far as our running back, it sucks that we saw. I don't know what sucks more, bro. I don't know. Because I feel like we kind of got teased with Kean Mitchell, and then it just got taken away from us like that. I almost feel like maybe it would have been better like not to see him this year and see him next year, because I was just so hyped. Like, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Even from training camp, when I saw this man, I was like, yo, he is fast. He is fast. Y'all don't understand. Like, this man, when you see him in person, he is extremely fast. All right. So I was excited. I was mad excited. And then I saw like he got injured with the shoulder and whatever. I was like, damn, man, that sucks. But it's okay. We got JK. Y'all know what happened there. When J.K. Dobbins went down, I was so worried about our running game. Not because I don't think Gus Edwards can step up to the plate, but because I don't trust John Harbaugh letting Gus Edwards eat. I don't. The moment Gus Edwards makes an amazing play, we won't see him for the entire game anymore. We're going to see Justice Hill. We're going to see, who was that other running back that we signed that fumbles a lot? Y'all know who I'm talking about. Let me know in the comments. But I was like, we're going to see one of them too. So once Keaton Mitchell returned and we got to see him, I was so excited for this running game. Now, John Harbaugh has kind of been teasing us with Kean Mitchell, because he had every now and then a great play, but then he takes them away. And I feel like he was doing that not necessarily to tease us, but I feel like it was more so to protect Kean Mitchell, because although he did return, maybe he didn't want to just push him in the water, right? Maybe he wanted him to like go back little by little. We saw how it played out, but at the end, you know, as much as you want to protect the player, you just can't 1000% avoid injuries. It's gonna happen when you least expect it. No matter how much you try to avoid it, it could happen at any moment. So unfortunately, it happened in this game versus the Jaguars, which really sucked. And the moment I saw, oh my God, the moment I saw that injury, I instantly remembered the J.K. Dobbins injury in that Commanders game. It looked exactly like that injury. And I was like, he is done. I don't even need to hear the presser. I know he is out for the season. My only hope is that his recovery is successful, because I don't want him to rush back. I hope that he doesn't come back and then you know, there were some issues, he needs another surgery like that. I really hope they get it right the first time, just for the sake of his sanity. Because could you guys imagine like all the work these players have to put in to come back, and it's day by day, it's like a struggle, right? And then when they finally clear you, they say, yeah, you're good to go, and you feel good. You trust your body, because your body is telling you like, yeah, you're ready, and the doctors are telling you you're ready. You go, and then you either re-injure the same leg or whatever, or you're not able to play like yourself, and you gotta go back, get another surgery, go through the whole rehab process all over again. Like, there's a lot that these players have to go through. So that messes with your mentals. It does. So I hope that this does not happen with Kean Mitchell, because we can't have two running backs. And I'm talking about J.K. Dobbins and Kean Mitchell. At this point, I honestly feel like maybe they both come back. Y'all remember, after J.K. Dobbins went down and we started seeing Kean Mitchell, everybody was saying J.K. Dobbins is done. He is done. He is not coming back to Baltimore. But now that J.K. Dobbins went out and Kean Mitchell went out, I feel like the Ravens are going to try to bring J.K. Dobbins back, and obviously Kean Mitchell, he's going to come back. I would rather that, have them two back, and Gus Edwards. I feel like we have to keep Gus Edwards. Like those three, if we could keep those three, this Ravens running game can be a problem. I'm telling you, this running game could be a problem. I'm willing to get rid of everyone else in the running depth. In the depth chart, get rid of everybody. Just keep J.K. Dobbins, Kean Mitchell, and Gus Edwards. We're good. We're good. That's a recipe for a dynasty, bro. A dynasty. All right? So I would be all in for that. Will the Ravens do it? I don't know. I don't know if they will. Like I told you on many videos, I don't know when it comes to the whole cap, the salary, and all of that. I don't know if that's even possible. But I would be all in for that. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think about this game that we saw versus the Jaguars. What do you guys think the game is going to look like going up against the 49ers? Are you guys confident that we're going to take that win? Do you guys think we're going to lose? Do you guys think it's a trap game? Let me know how y'all feel about that number 1 seed. Are we going to get it? If we do get it, how do you feel about it? How do you feel about it? I don't know if y'all watched my last video, but I said if we win that number 1 seed, which I do want, we have to have that winning mentality. We have to get off that. Nah, we like to be the underdogs. We like to we play better away. We don't play so well at home, so that's why we don't want the number 1 seed. No, we gotta stop. If we want to create build a dynasty, if we want to have success in the playoffs. We gotta get off that mentality and go into that winning mentality like all these other teams have. All right. So anyways, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Also, share this channel with a family or friends. Let them know what's the channel to come to if they want to get connected with the flock. And with that, I'm going to see you on the next one. Subscribe to the channel.